love that, like the leaves skittering and scattering about with notes. Welcome, welcome all to the love and light that is Unity of Lawrence. And as we breathe in that beautiful, refreshing air, we release and exhale all that would weigh us down. In unity, we begin everything with prayer. So let's take a centering breath and open to the divine in all of us as we listen to this prayer. With full hearts and open minds, we gather today to accept the endless possibilities of peace on earth and peace in our hearts. We acknowledge the existence of pain and injustice in the world, but we also acknowledge limitless love and our limitless being. We welcome our divine inheritance as co-creators. We know that we are already standing in the light of love, of healing, and of transformation, and so it is. Amen. Our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray one-on-one. So if there is anything in your heart to be held in prayer, we invite you to see Gail after today's service at the front of the sanctuary. Our chaplains also pray for you during the week. So just fill out one of those lavender prayer request slips and place that in the wooden box right outside Kathy Moreland's office. Chaplains can also visit in times of need, so please just let the office know. We are a loving community supporting all. Remember that all prayers are confidential. Well, what's not confidential is celebrating good things. And so here is our president and treasurer, Cindy and Colleen.
Celebrating the good news that as we met as a finance committee this morning, we are at 89% of budget. We're meeting 100% of the monthly budget for September. And as we continue with that increased giving thanks for those who have and knowing that there are others who will add in, we just celebrate and appreciate the abundance in which we live. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. And some more good news and fun. We had a wonderful meditation retreat yesterday facilitated by our Phil. There he is. 12 people were out there at the Light Center, which is wonderful. And the membership classes are wrapping up today, so we're going to have some new members in just a few hours, which is very exciting. It's been a wonderful, wonderful class. Thank you, Rev. Anna Schaus. And we are celebrating our YOU volunteers this month, so you'll be hearing more about them as we go along. But I just want to acknowledge them today, although not too many of them are here today, I don't think. But, you know, Jay Pryor, Jessica Pryor, Bethany Freeman, Claire DeVolder, who I know is here today. Yay! And Kelly Riling, I don't think she's here today either, but, you know, together they've all been working on that, getting that going again this year, and took kids to a rally and have been doing things, so that's very exciting. Thank you all so much. It takes special people to work with youth always, so yay them. So I think that's everything. Thank you.
Yes, and if you don't know, YOU is our youth group, 14 to 18, 13 to 18, somewhere like that. And they went to a rally at the beginning of the summer, and thanks to the support of this fabulous community. So we are growing and giving. And now it's time to rise and sing. Let's join Holly with Something Wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful is happening to me right Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. And now we get to say hello to our neighbors. Feel it in my body, feel it in my soul, feel it in my heart, and it won't let go. Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. And I can feel it in my body, feel it in my soul, feel it in my heart, and it won't let go. Oh, this love inside, we can't let it shine. It's something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful. Yay. All the someone's wonderful, yeah. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful group to celebrate today with. And so as we settle into our seats, let's affirm together unity's founding principle. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And our unity of Lawrence vision, united in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all, and our mission. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. And please give a warm welcome back to our special music guest, Harmony Lavelle.
I'm sending up a prayer for the highest good of all. Surrender to the flow. The universe hears your call. The path of least resistance is where energy will fall. So take a leap of faith, no matter how small. 'Cause we believe the universe exists in perfect harmony. We believe that things are unfolding how they're meant to be. We believe vibration I put out will come back to me. We believe there's enough for everyone unconditionally. And the natural law of the universe is our true essence. It's like we're living in a dream, and it starts to make sense. What you get is what you give, and what you give gets spent. And when you find yourself in flow, oh, there's no resistance. 'Cause we believe the universe exists in perfect harmony. We believe that things are unfolding how they're meant to be. We believe the vibration I put out will come back to me. We believe there's enough for everyone unconditionally. So don't worry about the how, just know that it can be. And open up the doors to the infinite possibilities of the ways in which means abundance can come to me. Let go of those limiting thoughts of how I think it should be. 'Cause we believe the universe exists in perfect harmony. We believe that things are unfolding how they're meant to be. We believe vibration I put out will come back to me. We believe there's enough for everyone unconditionally. So I send up this prayer for the highest good of all. Surrender to the flow. The universe hears your call. The path of least resistance is where energy will fall. And as we take this leap of faith, we will have it all. Oh.
Thank you so much, Harmony. Yes, surrendering is a word that I struggle with in the flow, and I love being reminded all is well. Well, Diane Silver is a Push Cart Prize nominated poet who writes poetry and life, a weekly shot of inspiration. DianeSilvers.substack.com. She's published 2 books of meditations and serves as a chaplain at Unity of Lawrence. Thank you for leading that group. Please welcome Diane.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here in the sanctuary. Thank you all at home for watching. Whew. Okay, I always have a moment of fear when I step up here, going, oh, what have I done? And then today, my sweetie Annette is here. Oh. So today we are talking about joy. And I've been futzing with the title a little bit. This says, In Pursuit of Joy. I've decided the title of this talk is What It Means to Live a Joyful Life. Now, we've all felt the feeling of joy, I believe. Oh, here we go. Here's some examples. Oh, she said she loved me. Woohoo! I got the dream job. Woohoo! The Chiefs won the Super Bowl again! Woohoo! Oh, it's almost getting repetitive, but never mind. It's a whole different topic. So we know about joy. We've felt it at least some of our lives. We know about joy's quieter sibling, happiness. And all of that means, all of that takes us to the important topic of the day. And that is stubbed toes. I am going to tell you about the worst stubbed toe I have ever had in my entire life. It happened 52 years ago. Ooh, I was 20 years old. I remember this very vividly. Wow. I had the opportunity to work a summer as a waitress at a resort on Lake Michigan, not too far from Chicago, a little bit north of Chicago, outside of a town called South Haven. And I have to tell you, this was a good way to make money and a good way to live when you're 20 years old. We would drag ourselves out of bed every morning, go in and serve breakfast. And then we'd go take a nap because we'd been partying the night before. And then we'd drag ourselves away from our nap and go serve lunch. And then we'd run down to the beach and play with the busboys and the other waitresses and just play on the beach and have a wonderful time. And then we'd serve dinner, and then we'd go out to one of the wonderful clubs in the area. I had a grand time. I also made some money. Well, let me tell you, one afternoon after serving lunch, I went and I got my I changed into my suit. I got my beach towel, my great big beach towel. I was so happy. I was so happy. I couldn't wait to get down to the beach. I was, I don't know if I can do this without tripping, but I was striding along. It was so wonderful. Now, I want you to imagine, I don't know if they still do this, but in some beach towns, some towns, they'd line paths with half-buried bricks. Do you all remember? And they'd kind of come out looking like little triangles, okay? And I had walked this path dozens and dozens of times. I had walked it dozens of times wearing thongs, like I was that, you know, the little thing where your toe is hanging out. So I'm happy as a clam. I'm striding along. And this one time I misjudged. And my right little toe made full speed contact with an immovable brick. I felt like I had been shot. I actually fell on the ground. It hurt like holy heck. As I said, I still remember the pain. That was 1972. That was 52 years ago, folks. It hurt. All I could do while I was in the pain of that stubbed little toe was lay on the ground and feel the pain and hope it would end. I couldn't think about anything else. I couldn't wish for anything. I couldn't think positively. I couldn't say a prayer. I couldn't think towards healing myself. I just felt the pain. Now, it turned out that the toe wasn't broken. I'm not certain why, but it did turn lovely shades. That and my foot did turn lovely shades of green and brown and all sorts of things. But I survived that little toe and went on to stumble down to the beach, stick my foot in the cold water of Lake Michigan, and try and ease it up a little bit. And I was able to serve dinner and keep working as a waitress. But what that little toe did was it taught me about joy. And it particularly taught me about the myths we carry about joy. The myths, M-Y-T-H-S. I don't know if I'm saying that right this morning. The myths. Here's the first myth that we, particularly in churches like Unity, New Thought churches, we do this to ourselves. I know I do it to myself. I don't know if you do, but I do. And that myth is that when you feel pain, you have failed. When you feel pain, you've done something wrong. Because we're supposed to be happy. We're supposed to be positive. But you know, sometimes life comes at you like a brick. You know, sometimes you really smash that little toe against that buried brick. Sometimes the love of your life dies, or one of them. Sometimes your child dies. Sometimes you lose that job, or worse yet, you stay on that job and it doesn't turn out to be a dream job, but a nightmare. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get fired. Anybody in this room ever been fired? Yeah? All right! Look at all those hands. Sometimes illness strikes the people you love. Sometimes it strikes you. Disability, all sorts of things happen. And when that happens, we hurt. To be human is to hurt sometimes. To live in joy is to hurt. I didn't fail as a spiritual being because I fell over and all I could do was feel the pain. I was in so much pain, all I could do was feel the pain. And when something happens that strikes you in your heart, whoops, there's the mic. When something happens, it's painful. You feel the pain. So please, let go of that first myth about living a joyful life. It doesn't mean you live without pain. It means you deal with pain in a different way. The second thing that big toe taught me was that joy, this is a hard one, joy is not about the circumstances of our lives. Joy is about the stories we tell about the circumstances of our lives. Sometimes you smash your toe. Sometimes awful things happen. What do you do with them? Now, we human beings, I don't know about you. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I have a habit of making up really bad stories about myself. I can write a really bad narrative about myself in 1/10 of a second. Now, there are many bad stories I could have written about how I smashed my toe. Here's one. You've walked down that path dozens of times. Why weren't you paying attention? You know those bricks were there. You're so stupid. You're so clumsy. This is what you always do. Wow, that's a painful story. This is what you always do. So you take the pain of the toe and multiply it 1,000 times. Your whole life is about being clumsy and missing things. Here's another story one can tell about a stubbed toe. I was on my way to the beach. I was on my way to hang out with my friends, and any of you who have paid attention and talked to me for even 5 minutes know I love the water. I love being on the beach. Well, here's a story that one can tell about that situation. Here's the story. Watch out, don't feel good, don't have good things happen in your life, because if you do, something bad will happen. You'll smash your toe on a brick. The brick will come and hurt you. That's another awful story you can tell yourself to make the pain of the toe even worse. Now, we do this in the things in our lives that aren't stubbed toes. I do it. And I don't know about you, but I do it. Something bad happens. I lose money. I'm in a miserable job. I get fired from a job. Relationship breaks up. Someone I love dies. Somehow it's all my fault, I think. I make up a story about how I'm never supposed to have happiness. That it's all my fault. That I'm not worthy. That's the second myth. Because here is a healing story. When something bad happens, when you smash your toe on that brick, the story can be, wow, I smashed my toe on that brick. It really hurt. I wonder if I need to see the doctor. End of story. It's an acknowledgement that sometimes life happens in ways that we're not looking forward to. But it's not because we're evil. It's not because things always go wrong. It's just, wow, that really hurt. And I feel the pain, and I just have to let it go. So the first myth we tell ourselves about joy is that a joyful life means you're never in pain. Ha ha, yeah, right. The second myth we tell ourselves are the stories we tell, that we can always twist something into something that's bad about us or about our lives. The third myth, maybe this is the worst one for me. The third myth we tell ourselves about joy is that we have to be perfect. We have to be the perfect human being in order to be worthy of joy. Perfect in all ways. And if we fail, it just means that we're not perfect enough. That is a myth. Joy is our birthright. Joy is our birthright as human beings on this earth. I look around at all the faces in this room. I know some of the faces of people who are watching at home. I see divine beings. We are spiritual beings having a material experience. We are all bits of divinity come here to earth to have a material life. I see your love. I see your kindness. I see your caring. I see your laughter. I see your jokes. I smell your wonderful food. What I see in this room is all people worthy. All people here, outside. Joy is our birthright. And there is no human being on this earth who is perfect. Imperfections, forgetting about the stupid buried brick, does not mean we are evil people or unworthy of joy. It just means that on that day, I forgot about the brick. I misjudged my step. I have hurt people in my life. I have hurt people. I never wanted to. Well, I never wanted to be someone who hurt people. Most of the time I would do it inadvertently, but sometimes I was just angry. And I wanted to say something hurtful. I wanted to be mean. But that doesn't mean that I'm not worthy. We are all bits of the divine. If there is one thing you can take with you today, it is that you are a portion of divinity on earth. That you can heal yourself, you can heal the world, you can love the world, you can sing the world into love. And for this, I ask you to have faith today. To have faith that this earth and yourself are more than you might think at this moment. I ask you to have faith in that love and that perfection. So what does it mean to live in joy? What does it mean to live a joyful life? Viktor Frankl was a psychologist who lost his entire family, were murdered by the Nazis in concentration camps in World War II. He wrote in the book, Man's Search for Meaning, and he's using the old-fashioned term, man in the old-fashioned way to mean all human beings. We'll ignore that for the moment. He said, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. The circumstances of our lives may or may not hurt, but we always have a choice about how we respond. Eddie Jaku, another survivor of the Holocaust, whose family died in the camp, says, happiness does not fall from the sky. It's in your hands. It's in your hands. When I was a kid, I grew up in a house that had violence in it. In a lot of ways, it was a loving place. But my father was an alcoholic and a violent man. There is a part of me that is still a terrified little girl who thinks she's not going to grow past 10 or 12. So to deal with this, I was very blessed and had the resources to be able to do a lot of therapy, a lot of psychotherapy, worked with some great therapists. And I've been doing this for several years, and I swear to you, I had a gold medal, an Olympic gold medal in therapy. Oh, she's been there. I mean, I was good at it. I did every homework assignment. I came in and I did all the feelings, I did all the exercises. And still I hurt. And still I would be triggered. And still I would lose my way. And I remember one time going in and talking to my therapist, and I said, I don't know what to do. I've been doing this for years now. I'm not healed. What do I have to do? And she thought, and she looked at me, and she said, you have to choose. Oh man, was I mad at her. I was really mad. Yeah. And I didn't do anything I would regret. I left, and I with the thought, I'm never going back there. You don't understand what I went through. You don't know all the injustice in the world. God damn it. But all the words I can't say in this room. But the days passed, and the weeks passed, and I began to realize that I did have to choose. I had to choose to heal. I had to choose to heal because, frankly, I don't like pain. I'm a wimp. I don't like it at all. And I had to choose because I didn't want to become my father. I didn't want to be someone who would numb themselves with alcohol or drugs or whatever and take out their fury on someone else. So I said, okay, fine, I choose to heal. Now I would like to tell you that everything was fine at that moment. Hold on, ta-da! No, not every, it's taken a long time, and I still have moments. I still have moments. We all know. We all still have moments. Sometimes many moments. But when I said maybe to myself, maybe she's not crazy. Maybe she's not crazy. All right, I choose to heal. Things got better. Things got better. One more thing I want to share with you. I'm a poet. I have to share a poem. This is a poem by one of my favorite poets, Ellen Bass. It's called The Thing Is. The thing is to love life, to love it even when you have no stomach for it, and everything you've held dear crumbles like burnt paper in your hands, your throat filled with the silt of it. When grief sits with you, its tropical heat thickening the air, heavy as water, more fit for gills than lungs. When grief weights you like your own flesh, only more of it, an obesity of grief, you think, how can a body withstand this? Then you hold life like a face between your palms, a plain face, no charming smile, no violet eyes, and you say, yes, I will take you. I will love you again. What does it mean to live a joyful life? It means to choose. Thank you for listening. You are all a blessing to this earth.
Check, check. This mic might be just a little hot in the monitor here. Check, check. Thank you. What I put out comes back to me. The world is full of synchronicity, and I pray into each breath. Let God's light in to do the rest. Breathe light, breathe strength, breathe hope, breathe joy, breathe light, breathe strength, breathe hope, breathe joy. What I put out comes back to me as I create my reality. Divine encounters bless, my path unfolds. Life is a test. Pray light, pray strength, Pray hope, pray joy, pray light, pray strength, pray hope, pray joy, breathe light, breathe strength, breathe hope, breathe joy, breathe light, breathe strength, breathe hope, breathe joy.
As we get ready for our meditation, get comfortable in your seat. See if you can relax your arms. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. I would like you to imagine that you're taking every preoccupation, every worry you have, putting it in a nice little box, a secure box. And in your mind, put that box under your seat. You can pick it up on the way out, or you can leave it there when you leave. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Today we have come to a place. Today we have come to a place where we choose. We choose the stories. We choose the stories that we tell about our lives. We choose the stories. We choose the stories that we tell about our world. We choose the stories. We choose the stories that we tell about ourselves. We feel the healing in our bodies. We feel our hearts open, our souls open to connect with this material body. The soul leans down and whispers in your ear, in all our ears, you are enough. You are more than enough. You are a blessing. We feel the connection with the universe. Then as we go into the silence, we feel connection with love. Love of others, love of this world, love of ourselves. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. in this moment, in this place, in this instant. It only has to be for this instant. We know our divinity. We know that we are bits of God come to earth. We know that, like we know the feeling of the chair, the smell, the air, the sun and the trees. Now let's think about coming back. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. And when you're ready, open your eyes and behold the blessings around you. Namaste.
I'm going through these lessons in my life just to grow, and when I pass from this life, should know that we are all reflections. It's so plain to see the things that I don't like are just reflections of me. And with experience, I see these things in myself, and I know I should be taking better care of my health. So little by little, each and every day, I look for motivation towards a positive way. And so I'm glad that you're here, oh, sharing this moment in space. And that look on your face tells me it will be alright, alright. So I'm glad that you're here, loving me all the while, showing me innocence or childhood, helping to erase my fears. Always been resistance, and I'm sure there's more to know, but I will walk towards that light and never sell my soul, 'cause sometimes the easy way is not the right way out. So I will follow the harder path, let go of all my doubt, and it may take self-reflection, quite a bit of time, and I may make some poor choices, but in time I will find, if I follow my heart and keep peace of mind, that I know I'm not alone in this world so divine. And so I'm glad that you're here, oh, sharing this moment in space. And that look on your face tells me it will be alright, alright. So I'm glad that you're here, oh, loving me all the while, showing me innocence, so childhood, helping to erase my fears. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Oh, and that's it. It's all right. Whatever it is, we are here together, supporting and loving one another, even when we're not as lovable as we're trying to be. What a beautiful, beautiful community. And so, as our ushers are coming forward with our time of thanks, I invite you to join me as we hold our gifts to this community in our hands and love in our hearts. Let's affirm together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And as the love offering is collected, let's join Holly in singing the healing song. Joy fills every cell of my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Life fills every cell of my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Throw some peace in there, June. Peace fills every cell of my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. And again, as our ushers come forward, here is our prayer of thanks to listen to. We are grateful, and we bless the flow of good that supports our unity community. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth only to return again and again, and so it is. Amen. Well, a special welcome to our guests today in the room and possibly on Zoom. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you'd like more information about Unity of Lawrence and the Unity Movement, please pick up a welcome packet right outside the door and ask us any questions you have. And you can do that because after the service is our second Sunday potluck downstairs for great food and fellowship. Whether you remember to bring something or not, we are there and it's always enough. So come join us. And then, since it's October, we are also helping to feed our community with Just Food, their mission to end hunger in our community by increasing access to healthy food. The barrel's right outside by the doors. So next time you're shopping, pick up a few things from the list, bring them back, help fill the shelves at Just Food. More information's in the foyer if you need some help with what to get. And choir practice tomorrow evening at 6:20. See Holly if you have any questions or need more information. What a wonderful celebration of singing together that is. Yay. And remember that open meditations are Tuesdays at 6:30. So if you weren't able to go to the retreat at the Light Center yesterday, Tuesdays every week, 6:30. And Phil, thank you for leading that. Nope. Okay. But we have an open meditation where all are welcome. The men's and those who identify as male fellowship group gathers on Thursdays at 7. And Betty's Big Bash is this Wednesday from 4:30 to 6:30. Woo-hoo! Let's come together and celebrate our kitchen goddess, Miss Betty. It's an open house to come and go as you please. There'll be refreshments, music, hugs galore. Betty's Big Bash. You don't want to miss it. Wednesday from 4:30 to 6:30, anytime in between. And then for those who identify as female, the women's group is meeting a week earlier this month, this Thursday, October 17th at 6:30 in the Fellowship Hall downstairs. Join Tamara Murdoch for the interactive workshop, Playing with Tarot, to connect to our intuition. And more information's right outside on the shelf in the foyer. Next Sunday, join us when Jay Pryor brings us the message, Soul or Human Perspective. You get to choose. Ooh, I'm noticing a theme. And our choir is singing. So Jay and choir next Sunday. Woohoo. Well, speaking of singing, let's rise and join together in the peace song.